You know what's on the line for the Colts this week? What's on the line is a chance to get to 500 headed into the bye week, where the Colts can then get as healthy as they've been since the beginning of the season in order for a stretch run that starts against a beatable Tampa Bay Buccaneer team. That's what's on the line for the Colts. They're traveling to Germany to do it, and that complicates the process of preparation for the Patriots. And you never want to have a complicated process of preparation for the Patriots, right? We talked to Shane Steichen about that, and I asked him about the field conditions. Is there a way that they can acclimate themselves to play in a field the likes of which they've never played before? It's kind of interesting.
Does the whole roster, practice squad, everything head over there?
Yeah, they're all going to come. Practice squad, everyone's coming, so good trip.
When you're trying to keep guys focused and look at the bigger picture and all that, but when you have a chance to get back to 500, is that meaningful at all? Does it reinforce your message, like stay the course or something like that?
Yeah, it's meaningful. Shoot, to get to 500 before the bye is big, but I mean the message this week is focus on the game. We're going over there on a business trip to go win a football game. That's the message. It's a long road trip. Stay focused. Obviously, it'll be a great experience for everybody going over there, but maintain your focus, maintain your level of consistency going through your process, getting ready to go play a football game.
Lots of teams have made this trip by now, obviously this team included. You guys are going at the end of the week. I'm sure you've had endless conversation about what to do. Can you crystallize what the decision boiled down to travel?
I think try to stay on your same schedule-ish. We're going to land at kind of 7 in the morning or whatever it is on their bodies, keep them up as late as we can, on Friday, and try to maintain that consistency. I had an opportunity to go over to London. I think it was 18 with the Chargers. We played Tennessee over there. We left on Thursday. I think New England's leaving Thursday night. I think a good chunk of teams. I mean, some teams do it differently. What's right or what's wrong, just go win the football game and shoot. Maybe it's the right thing to do, right? So that's what we went into it.
Shane, did your career ever cross with Belichick at all? Did you ever?
It hasn't, but just being on the opposite sideline, watching what he does over his career is phenomenal. Just what he does, he's always switching things up. He's a brilliant coach. A ton of respect for the guy. He's been doing it, at the highest level. Been the best doing it for the last 3 decades, whatever it's been. But just a ton of respect for what he does on a weekly basis. Every week he gets his team ready to go.
Shane, on the broadcast, we said that you told him AR would return to the team this week. What does that look like? Is he traveling to Germany, or is he?
We'll have those conversations today and tomorrow, and we'll make that decision. But yeah, he'll be back this week.
But not back yet, but he'll be back this week.
Yeah.
Shane, I know you talked about it in a business trip, and we understand it, but like as far as you said, you've been to London before. As far as a team, how nice is it though to have that experience with the team? Get a chance to play out of the country.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. I think it's great for the NFL. Obviously, the NFL is such a big, production, obviously in the United States, but to go overseas and to gain that experience, to go play in a different stadium in front of, fans on the other side of the world is awesome. So it's going to be great for the players to experience that. But again, it comes down to a business trip and going to a football game.
Is there any concern right now about Josh Downs being maybe long term, or will he practice at all?
No, we'll see this week how it goes.
Do you anticipate Braden being out there too?
We'll see how it goes.
Is this the same thing for Josh to deal with in the spring too? I know we dealt with something last week. Is it the same thing for the spring?
Yeah, he's got it.
The field's kind of unique over there. Is there a way to get acclimated to it other than just going over there and working on it Friday or Saturday?
Yeah, that's a good question. Just talking to other teams, obviously, Miami and Kansas City went over there, seeing the surface. We'll go over there and look at it, just make sure we have the right cleats on when we're over there, and we'll go from there.
Shane, New England's a pretty good stop on the run this year. What stands out to you about that when you watch them?
I just think they play hard. They play together. They do a good job schematically with what they do defensively. They've been doing it for a long time, and we just got to be on it with details and communication.
From an offensive standpoint, I know when teams play like 7 guys line of scrimmage, the obvious answer is to throw them out a bit. Are there ways you can run despite when teams put all those guys up in the line of scrimmage?
You got a good scheme. Yeah.
Shane, when you look at guys like Juju, Brady, and others who might be trying to come back or play, is it unique at all that you're traveling? Does that factor in with how the travel is, or your schedule?
What did you say? I'm sorry.
Braden, Juju, others, I'm just saying in general, when you're looking at guys potentially come back and play, does it change how you evaluate it just because you're traveling so far and your schedule's kind of unique?
No, I don't think so. I think just, when guys got to get ready to play, whoever that is, if they've been out, just going through that process. Obviously, getting rest on that plane will be big for those players, and then we'll go from there.
Do you kind of sense a different energy from Bernie this week? I mean, because he family for the first time at an NFL game, and it's got to be different, unique for him.
Yeah, no, it'll be cool for him to go over there, see his family, all the people. I'm sure he'll have a ton of people at the game, but it's great to have a player on our team to go over there, go play that game in Germany. It'd be great for him.
You were there?
I have not. It'll be great.
Is Shane Steichen a German name?
Yeah, how about that?
Coach, it's a business trip football. How much downtime will the players have to get out and see stuff?
Well, Friday's like going to be our normal deal. Friday when we get in, we'll get in there and do our deal. We'll stretch them when we get in and go through our operation, have our Friday deal practice, and then just like with any Friday, you got time that night. If you're a guy that goes out to dinner here in Indy, whatever, if you want to go out and have dinner, go do that and be smart and be safe and come back in and be ready to go.
Will Juju practice this week?
We'll see. Got it.
Coach, you guys, on Sunday, obviously finished well, finally got it done, finished at the end. Is that something the message you'll send to the guys this week, moving forward here, just trying to get it done in the finals?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is consistency. All three phases is big, and finishing games in this league is huge. A lot of these games come down to the fourth quarter, finishing the fourth quarter, however we need to do that. But it starts with protecting the football, and that's what we did last week. And obviously, we got the takeaways. And again, we won the turnover battle. We won 4 games, so it's going to be critical this week.
Any chance of Marcel Dabo getting a practice squad elevation this week?
We'll see.
Shane, any thought to replacing Isaiah on returner?
No, we feel good about Isaiah right now.
Shane, when you look at some of the things going on with Josh Johnson, I guess when you have that type of loss, how difficult is it to maybe alleviate some of that pressure like in a game? Did you plan like that? Not to be too much in the game plan, but how much does it alter things when he's not available when you might have thought he was?
Yeah, I think the next guy steps up, and I thought Isaiah stepped up in his role and did a good job for us. But it's always with anything. You lose a really good player. It's not completely going to be the same, but it's that next man up mentality, and you go from there and you adjust in the flow of the game.
And how have you seen a guy like Dylan Jones? We talk to him a lot in the locker room, and he's like, man, the details when I'm out there now compared to being at the college level, high school, whatever. What do you see from him learning those details and kind of going through the ups and downs and really seeming like he's progressing?
Yeah, I think Milo's done a good job with our DB coach. But the mentality he plays with, he's just got that toughness mentality that he's not going to be denied. You see it in the practice field, and then watching it on Sunday, the plays he made there at the end of the game, pass breakups, the tackles he made. He's continuing to progress every week, and it starts with a work ethic, during the week of practice.
And then what went into the decision to go back to Darrell Baker Jr. and how do you think he performed, considering just kind of the season he's had, playing, not being active and back to play?
Yeah, no, we felt good about Darrell Baker going into that game, and I thought he performed well.
Can you imagine winning 6 Super Bowls and being asked, if you lose this game, will you be fired, as Bill Belichick was this week?
Yeah, no, I couldn't imagine that. I think Bill Belichick's the best ever do it, so, yeah.
That's Shane Steichen. Shane knows what's on the line this week. There's a lot on the line this week, and if guys can get healthy, we don't know whether they're healthy or if he knows they're healthy or not. He isn't telling us yet. But if they can get healthy for Sunday, that's going to be a big deal coming up against the New England Patriots. Bill Belichick, the more weapons you got, the more difficult you make it for Belichick to defend you, the better chance you have to be successful against Bill Belichick.